Hi, I'm Sam. I'm an artist, graphic designer and illustrator from Leicester, England. I like travelling, creating, cooking, going to the game, jumping in the water and stuffing my face. In early 2023, I decided to put all my stuff into storage, sell my car and go travelling, embracing life as a digital nomad, flying around the world and working remotely in other countries. So far, it's been a blast. I've been making memories, exploring different cultures and embracing different ways of life. I've made a bunch of new friends, had a bunch of visitors from back home come out to stay with me, tried local cuisines, fell into tourist traps and had way too much sunshine. Some of my favourite days since I've been away are the days where I've put the iPad in a bag, gone for a wander until I found somewhere to post up, enjoying the scenery and drawing something. So I want to bring you with me as I document my journey and try to adjust to life on the move, finding inspiration and living my dream of working and travelling, drawing and exploring. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Drawing and Exploring with me, Sam Grubb. Today I'm in Podgorica, which is the capital of Montenegro. I arrived there about 9-10 days ago and it's really nice so far. I got here, I had to get a coach from Pristina at 7 p.m. And I arrived in at around 1:30 in the morning, so it's a long ass coach. But it's super peaceful, super chill, mountain views from the Airbnb, which I can't complain about. It's a small city, it's the capital, but there's only 150,000 people live here. Obviously a relatively new country. Montenegro is part of the former Yugoslavian Republic and become independent in 1992. So yeah, excited to be here, it's cool, it's chill. I'm here for 1 month. I got out, saw a little bit of the coast. The cool thing is with it being so small, it's so easy to get around. You can get down to the beach or the lake super easily. But today I want to just go and explore the centre a little bit. I've been out a bit. It's definitely smaller than Tirana. Doesn't necessarily feel like a capital, you know, in terms of looking for like loads of food options and strips full of bars with loads of people on. I'm not seeing that kind of stuff. But I don't mind that so much, you know, it's quiet, it's chill. I've got a lot of work to do while I'm here. A couple of visitors coming out, so it should be fun. One cool thing is that there's trains that run with graffiti from my Airbnb door. So I'm on my street right now. This is where the place is. And the trains literally run along here. So you're thinking like, surely trains from an Airbnb, that's going to be hellish and loud. But it's actually all right. It's pretty peaceful and quiet. You don't really hear them. They don't wake you up through the night. But it's just a cool quirk for someone who's interested like me. So yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a mooch around today. Do some arty stuff. I'll talk about that a bit later on, but for now I'm going to head out onto the main road and get my bus down into Central. So my bus route is the 21. Doesn't take too long, it takes about 5, 6, 7 minutes, but it's about a 40-minute walk. 37 degrees today, so I thought, you know what, let's just jump on the bus. And it's 90 cents to rise. They use the euro here, so pretty cool. Going to jump on the bus, get into the centre, and then we'll talk about what's going on today. Off the bus downtown, think about Montenegro, think about my observations in Montenegro so far. So Podgorica used to be called Titograd, when it was in the former Yugoslavia Republic. Now Podgorica, which means I think it's town under the little hill or town by the little hill or something like that. But yeah, walking through King's Park here, which is one of a few different parks. There's some really nice green parks. My place is it's about half an hour walk to centre, but most of the walks through this big beautiful park, I think like the main park in the city or whatever. Super quiet, no one in there, really nice walk. So I've been enjoying that. But yeah, I want to talk about some Montenegrin observations. So like I said, been here maybe 8-9 days. Largely a similar experience to other places that I've been in the Balkans. But specifically Montenegro, I'm realizing number one, card payments are fine. So you're good to get your Monzo out, big, small payments, they don't care. Your card's working, everything's good. I'm not sure if you guys would have seen it in Albania. I was saying I was having murder. Everywhere I tried to pay my card, I end up, it's not working. Then you've got to go to this cash point. Now that's not working. Then you're paying 10 euros to draw your own money out. It was a mess. What else is going on here? There's loads of old cars. There's loads of Fiats. That's what I'm noticing. Which is pretty cool because there's some that just I've not seen in the UK in ages. Not massively into cars, but some of the old little dinky boxy ones, they're fun to see. They've got personality. Another thing is loads of people here randomly drive with their boots open. And I'm looking and they've got like big loads in the back, but loads that you could easily just pack down slightly better and close the boot. But like say when I'm waiting for the bus sat there, I'm seeing, there's 3 cars with their boots open. It's like I'll go a whole year in England without seeing one. So that's a bit crazy. Prices is, things are cheap and things are expensive. So like, I don't know, confectionery, bus fare, a loaf of bread, stuff like that's pretty cheap. But then if like a sit down meal or a cocktail or something, they kind of get expensive. I think because of where Montenegro is on the map, I think they must get a lot of Italian tourists and I guess they drive the price up on things like that. Even like the fast food's not particularly cheap. You can find cheap bits, but it's not like in Albania, it was like, boom, this is the price, it's cheap everywhere. Whereas here, some fast food's a little bit expensive. But yeah, cool place, man. I've got a month here, like I say, so I'm looking forward to it. In terms of exploring, I think it's going to be surrounding areas because, like I said, the city's pretty small. So, you know, other than 1 or 2 parks, I feel like I've seen quite a lot of it. But yeah, today I want to do something a little bit different with the art section. So I'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. But right now, I'm just finding my way to this an art shop that I pinned on the map. So no iPad in the bag today. We're going rogue. We're going back to basics. Look at this, just beautiful greenery everywhere you look. How nice is that? But yeah, I'm going to find this art shop, buy the things I need to buy, and then on the other side, we'll have a little chat about what I'm doing today. We'll have a little chat. Who do I think I am? Okay, I've been shopping for art supplies. I'm going to make my way down to the water. There's there's a few of them. There's a few little pebble beaches that go along this river that runs through the middle of the city, and they're super chill. I've already spent a bit of time there just hanging out. By the way, the road crossing things are crazy. This whole section's a bit. But yeah, I've already spent a bit of time there chilling out, which has been really nice. It's super chill down there. Like I said, it's never busy anyway. It's not like you're going to bump into a whole load of people. And because it was a bit of a pebble beach, I was there and I was thinking, you know what, I've already wanted to be getting a bit more hands-on with some art stuff. I'm kind of getting, not bored of the iPad, but I feel like every single week I'm just drawing with the iPad. So I figured what I want to do is, I've done it before where I've painted, drawn on some rocks, drew some characters on some rocks. It's good fun, it's just like a character churn, and then I'll just leave them there. I guess I don't know whether, like at one time I saw some kid playing with them, I'm thinking, maybe another time someone might take them and use them as a paperweight or something like that. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, I want to just get my hands dirty. I think oftentimes for me, art is about killing my brain, giving myself a headache and blue light injuries to my eyes, staying up staring at the iPad with my neck bent over all night. Whereas I'm thinking, I don't know, some days it's just take a stroll to the pebble beach, sit down by the lapping water and just put some music on and paint on rocks like a hippie. So today's the day I'm going to do that. Don't really know what the grand plan is. I'm thinking just to leave them there, I guess. Take a picture of them, maybe hide them, see if they're still there next time I go down. Not too sure, but yeah, like I said, I'm making my way down now to the shore. So let's go and have a look what's going on. Alright, so I made it down to the water. Here's my little haul. Some different kind of permanent markers, just trying to find the right one. These are almost like those Pentel white kind of Tipex pens. Some acrylic paint, some sponges on sticks. That's the lot. Yeah, I was going to buy some brushes from the art shop, but they were so expensive, and I'm thinking they're probably just going in the bin anyway. So I thought the sponges would do the job. They were like €1 each or something like that. Here I'm just trying to find a couple of nice stones. I'm looking for nice kind of smooth ones they're almost like face shapes, but they're not too face shapes. I'm thinking if I get a bunch of oval or round ones, that's kind of boring. And I wanted somewhere maybe I can see a little bit of character in them already, like some lines to follow or something to turn into a feature. So yeah, that's my thinking. And then just got to painting these. It was almost like cooking wings on a barbecue, just like turning them over, trying to let them dry in the sun. Then you can paint the backside. I mixed up like a little peachy kind of colour just with a touch of yellow that was already in those plastic cups that I had. It was kind of hard to not paint them all one colour, so I ended up sort of finger painting them a little bit, adding like a bit more yellow to some of them, and some of them adding some of the pink just for like rosy red cheeks or like a little pink kind of fat face or whatever. You can see there, like little splodges just going on, getting dabbed about. And I like these though. I might do some of these in the future, spend a bit more time on them, make sure they don't get chipped, put a bit of a nicer finish on them, and then, I don't know, see if I can give them away or sell them or something like that. I wonder if people would want a rock in their house, like a little ornament or I don't know, like a paperweight or something like that. Do people use paperweights these days? Probably not. It's nice to have on a shelf, I guess. Here they are, fruit salad-y kind of. And then I get to drawing. So this first marker that I tried, it was sticky, it was annoying. I'm having to like go back over lines and retrace where I'm at, and it was hard to like properly commit to the line work. So yeah, it just had a bit of a firmer nib, and it was, I think the paint was fully dry because they're sat there in the sun. Like I said, it's absolutely baking, so I think the paint was dry. I think it was just this brand, it wasn't the most like runniest ink. And I was happy because as soon as I picked up the next one, it just was really wet. It was going on really nicely, so that was cool. But yeah, just getting started with a little simple do. Got to bleed out the white kind of Pentel marker and fill in the space on these glasses. I wonder if there's a treatment as well, if you use like Indian ink or something, some different kind of ink with like water mixed in, or kind of, how could you thin it down? I'm thinking just to add like low lights when it's finished. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like I could take these up to another level. That'd be good. Spend some time painting them. Adding some little tattoos. I went for 1976. I'm not sure what happened that year. Yeah, and with them, I'm kind of like, I don't know, especially when I introduced this white marker, I'm having to like kind of paint little bits of them and then put them back down and move on to a next one. So it was cool. It wasn't like I was doing them one after another. They were all kind of building up at the same time, which I was enjoying. The white marker it was a little bit kind of translucent, so I had to, you'll see when I'm filling in these teeth in a minute, I have to keep kind of bleeding the pen out and going back over the top. You see now how it's running thin. So it's having to go on a little thicker, so I'm just having to like put them down so they dry, or I don't smudge them with my hand or something like that. Move on to the next one, retouch this guy up. I was glad it wasn't picking up the black ink from the permanent marker. Sometimes if you're using, say when I went into the art shop, I was looking to try find Poscas, but I just found these permanent markers. And with the Poscas, sometimes they can kind of pick up a little bit of a dirty, different colour on the nib. But yeah, this white was playing ball. I had two of them anyway, so if one did get a bit messy, I had a backup, so it wasn't too bad. They're coming together now, starting to get a little gang. A guy there came over just to take one to show his friend. He's going to come back over in a little bit. You can see how nice here the pen's going on. It's effortless. It was really, I don't know, considering it was ink and not paint, it was just absolutely gliding, which is kind of what I thought would be the case when I picked them up. So I'm glad that at least one out of the bunch of different brand of permanent markers that I got was gliding like this. It was really easy to work with and nice, but simple. I think this one might be my favourite. With the little kind of tail, the hijab kind of on the left, just like leading off. A nice shaped rock. Trying to be patient and leave the white long enough to dry before I go back over it, like with this guy. This is what I mean, so it's like taking them up through different stages. I met this girl, she did one of the rockets for the Rocket Round Leicester tour, like her art tour that was for charity with these big sculptures, and she makes pottery and she like fires it and glazes it and does all that stuff, and I really love that about her work. I love watching it and I love seeing that the steps are kind of different to with an illustrator, I guess. It's like you have to do all of one step on all of these different pieces, then you move on to the next step. I think that's kind of cool. I wish I did one in like a balaclava kind of, with the black around the edge and then just a little face through a hole. This one's one of my favourite ones. I was trying to like add his wrinkles and his double chin to the creases in the rock, just to add to it a little bit, so it wasn't just a line drawn onto it. It made it a little bit more 3D. It's definitely one of my favourites. This one was the biggest, heaviest one. I'll kind of race in here, so I was thinking like race against time to get them done before golden hour draws to a close. And because of like some of the foliage and the big, I think it must be like a bank building or something across the water where the sun sets. It sets kind of early over this beach, and yeah, obviously it's still hot, it's still pleasant, you can still go in the water, but you start to lose a little daylight. And I thought like here, you can see it's kind of crispy in the background and really bright and nice. I thought, yeah, I want to get some pictures in that bright sunshine. So I'm like, cool, I know about 6:30ish is when it dips behind the building. So I was racing against myself. But it's fun at this point where I'm kind of adding details to all of them and they're all just leveling up a little bit. It's fun, you can see how they're going to look when they come together. People were stopping on that little bridge, and there's a little bar just across the way, and a couple of people came over and like over my shoulder to come kind of see what I was working on or whatever. It's quite nice. I didn't mind so much. People taking their little pictures and stuff, it's cute. But the bar was awesome. Like I've been there for a couple of drinks before. It's perfect. Like if you're there swimming, you just want to go get a drink. It's right on the water, dead low key. And today I'm thinking like, yeah, I'll put my headphones in or whatever. Here, this dude's asking for a dedication. It's someone's birthday. This is the guy that came over earlier. He said, can you make it say Happy B-Day Majo, I think was the name. With the D with the little dash in it, which I think is like a J sound. But yeah, the bar was awesome. They're playing like, I wanted to have my headphones in, but they're playing 80s music all day, like Pet Shop Boys, Duran Duran. They're running tunes.
And it wasn't like offensively loud. It was so chill. They keep the volume at such a nice. They brought me a little orange juice. Cool guy. That's sweet. But yeah, the music was at a good volume, so the vibes are running. This dude's bringing orange juice over. I'm painting rocks. It was a good day. Except for my legs cramping up. I need it. I wonder if you can get like a little pop-up desk. You know the way you get like a camping chair? I wonder if you can get a little, not like quite a picnic table, something much smaller that just folds up. Maybe something you can put into your bag. I'll have to invest. I'll have to look into that. Here I've used the black paint to paint the hair. I was watching this back and I was thinking, why did I draw that all in with the marker? Well, obviously I didn't. I filled it up. One problem was the dude with the flat top and the glasses. I've added too much water to the black paint. It's kind of dripped down on him, but it's left like almost like a birthmark on his face. I'm kind of into it. Yeah, here's the final product. How nice and shiny they are. That's what I wanted to capture in the golden hour. They look kind of cool. I was thinking if I spent some more time doing these and painted them a little better, I think they'd be nice to have on your side. But then I'm a hoarder of things like this. There's the whole gang, Hard Times. Mr. Flat Top. I like this one. I like the shape of it and how it plays into the shape of his hair. The whole gang. How many is that? Yeah, 9 little rocks. And as you can see, the sun's just dipped behind there. This was the little birthday one for the dude. Kind of handy as I didn't know what I was doing with them after I'd drawn on them. So he's taking one off my hands already, which is nice. Wonder where it is.
Okay. It's good?
It's excellent.
Thank you. Man. Thank you, bro. All right, we've finished painting. That was a fun day, man. Nice, relaxing one. I just needed some back support. That was the only problem. But now I'm thinking I've got my bag of rocks. And I think the plan is to just ditch them as and where I can. Look for little spots where they're a little bit out of the way and see if they'll stay there for a while. I remember when we used to walk to school, we moved to a new house when I was 7 years old, and we used to walk this long way to school. And one of my mum's favourite things to do was we'd get a crab apple from the crab apple tree and just leave it in a certain place, be like on top of a post box or I don't know, on the side of a fence or something. And I always like coming back that same route after school was finished and seeing if it was still there. I think there's a bit of that in graffiti. I think like that's the reason I enjoy tagging. It's because you go by it when you're in a taxi or whatever. You think, oh yeah, that was cool. That was that night, whatever. So I'm going to try hide a few of these rocks around. Not too hidden, so they are sticking out, but just, I don't know, see if they're still there in a couple of weeks. But yeah, moseying on into centre now. I'm going to go try find some food. I'm not sure where to eat. I've got a few spots saved on Google Maps, so I might just have a look through my list and see what I can find. But yeah, for now, I'm going to ditch these rocks as I go on the little walk back into Central. It's only about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. So we'll see how many we can shift.
Right, Alaadin Gurme. There's this little rock dude. Pop him down there. That's the last one. I thought you can oversee me watching me eat. Look at the size of this. I do like a big shawarma wrap, you know. Choc, greedy grub. Start with a couple of little chips. I'm always interested, you know, when people like eat all their fries and then the burger, or all their burger then the fries and stuff like that. I wonder where they get it from. I wonder if like they'd watch their dad do it and they think that's normal or something like that. I've got to mix it up. I'm loving this. The size of it, like a baby's leg or something. It was huge, it was heavy, it was tasty. Plenty of gherkins inside. I'm pro gherkins in chicken wraps. I think gherkin and chicken go so well together. I wonder what it is, like the vinegary taste. I don't know. Had company whilst I ate. I think the bread was fresh as well. The bread was all flaky and like little toasted around the edges. I think whether they bought it in or made it themselves, I think it was fresh, which was nice. Nice surprise. You can see here as well, this bookies just over my shoulder to the left. There were so many bookies in Podgorica. Like, I don't know if people love playing the roulette or going in and betting on horses or what. I don't know what markets they're gambling on, but there's so many bookies, and all because the fascias. I think they must make a lot of money, and they all look pretty brand new. They hadn't run into disrepair. All the vinyls look brand new. So I guess people in Montenegro love to gamble. The bookies stayed open on Sunday, even though everywhere's closed down, and they're observing. Bookies don't sleep. Last couple bites going in. I'm going to show you a pro trick here as well. Watch this. Look, dip your chips in that little bit of sauce that's left over from the wrap. See if that's not a great idea. Yeah, I'm trying to make friends. Look, doesn't want to take it from me. Go ahead, have it then. £9.87 well spent.
Listen, sometimes you just need to keep it simple and just give in and eat shawarma. It's not a bad thing. I've got one more rock on me. I think that's going to get left on the bus. I'm on my way to the bus stop now. But yeah, time to sign off. Nice day. I can't get it in my head that this is like a day of work. You know, I felt like I woke up today and I was like, okay, cool, I've got to go record. But I've literally just sat on the beach all day drawing, listening. They were playing like 80s tunes at the bar across from it, listening to that music, just having a good time. So it's been a great day. Got a little bit of work to do when I get back home, but before that I've just got to get into the socials and stuff like that. So firstly, anyone who found their way here who doesn't know me personally, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Even if you do know me personally, thanks for watching. Yeah, if you want to keep following, the best place is the Instagram. That's at samgrubart. There you'll see all my usual stuff, all the things from these kind of projects get posted and the day-to-day news. Also the TikTok at samgrubart. I literally started populating a feed this week just with snippets from the show, and I plan to post some funny little bits there. So it should be a good time. So yeah, TikTok is at samgrubart as well if you want to give that a follow. Also, if you're interested, my portfolio website is samgrub.co.uk. I'm going to give it a facelift sometime soon, but that's where like my biggest kind of projects live. And a bit more news about what's going on. There's a contact form and stuff like that. What else? Yeah, also I'm thinking, like, I say this in every video, so I'm sure you know what I'm going to say, but my whole idea with starting to make YouTube content is I kind of want to showcase my work and see if I can manifest some projects and some new clients. And there's a suspension bridge in the background, by the way. So yeah, I want to manifest some new clients and some people from around the world who use my services rather than just people from my hometown. I'm thinking with being on the way, it's harder to do things like workshops and graffiti commissions and pop-up shops and stuff like that. So I'm thinking with this, hopefully if I'm continuing to travel, then I want to try and meet some people, random peeps. So if you're in Berlin and you've got I don't know why I always go to Berlin, where else? If you're in New Zealand and you've got a box of rocks that you want painting with silly little fat faces on, you've just stumbled across this video. Oh my God, am I your man, right? So get in touch. The email address is contactdrawingandexploring@gmail.com. No job too big or small. Yeah, just give me a shout, man. Contactdrawingandexploring@gmail.com. I'm thinking the plan is people get in touch and then I use those projects for future episodes. So I'll be out on my way somewhere. Guess what? Today I'm in Johannesburg and I'm working on some stuff for the dude from New Zealand. So that's the plan. Also, I was thinking, you know what I want to do? I want to do a little competition. So I'm nearing in on 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a little giveaway. So if you're still locked into this point at the end of the video, the code word is going to be, let's do Berlin as the code word. Type it in a comment. You can DM me it on Instagram. You can leave it as a comment on the YouTube. In fact, no, that's not the rules. The rules are you have to comment on the YouTube. And make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel and you follow me on Instagram. What I'll do is someone who comments Berlin, I'm going to pick them at random. Then I'll contact you, show me that you're, just send screenshots that you're following on Instagram and you're subscribed on YouTube. Once you've done that, I'm thinking maybe just a little voucher for the shop or something, get you a little merch order put together and sent out. So I don't know. There's one for you. A little competition time. Berlin in a YouTube comment. Make sure you're following on YouTube. Following on Instagram and subscribed on YouTube. And I'm going to do a little 100 subscriber giveaway. But yeah, right now we're going to sign off. It's a lovely evening. It's cooled down a little bit. I'm all full of shawarma. Got to go back, get the iPad out, get that neck working, get some blue light damage in the eyes. But yeah, it's been fun times. Podgorica. I'll see you next time. Join me next time for another episode of Drawing and Exploring. Wood up.